guys know that once a female spider mates with a male spider, she either eats him or he tries to escape and flees the web, the home. And then when the babies grow a little bigger, they eventually either try to eat the mother or the mother escapes from the web, the home. I get asked quite often, I get messages about the fact that I say alhamdulillah in a lot of my videos. And it's not something that I talk about very often because I'm still learning a lot. I discovered Islam about 1.5 years ago, maybe close to 2 years now, and I am still discovering a lot about it. But I get asked often, 1, am I Muslim? Technically no. But 2, what drew my interest to Islam? Referring back to the spider story. In the Quran, Allah states that basically anyone who seeks protectors other than Allah is equivalent to a spider building its home. There are 2 very important parts of this in the Quran. First one is that when he refers to building its home in that passage is equivalent to the spider building its home, he uses the female conjugation. The Quran was over 1,000 years ago. Science was not a thing back then. The second part is, when you think of it overall, in the phrase it says at the very end, if only they knew. So now that we have science and we can study these things, and we know that the female spider builds its web and then mates with a male, kicking the male out or eating them, and then the babies grow to either eat her or kick her out. And then to also know that a web, a home for a spider, is strictly to catch things and destroy them, including the male spider. It's a very insecure home, right? So when you know all that, and then you refer back to that passage in the Quran, you can't help but think, if modern day science was not a thing back then, Allah literally tells us in the Quran what took thousands of years to figure out with modern day science. So when I considered myself a Christian, I struggled. I really struggled because I am the kind of person who felt like I needed some sort of evidence, some sort of something. It was really hard for me to have faith in something that just sounded like a fairy tale. I could give you story after story after story just within the past 1.5 years of how much my life has changed and how many prayers Allah has answered for me. And I mean undeniable. Really solidified Islam for me were just little things like that just couldn't really explain. The word day is mentioned 365 times in the Quran, and the word month is mentioned 12 times. And that's equivalent to the same calendar year we use today. So when you hear me say alhamdulillah, I mean it. Alhamdulillah.